Moseley Road Baths and Balsall Heath Library are currently closed for major restoration works. The protective hoarding in situ wasn't representative of the community or the ongoing works. Artist Luke Gray was commissioned by Diving In to design a new community artwork.
So I'm a street artist. I paint usually large murals. I work in spray paint, masonry paint, pen and ink. I do illustration and commission work mostly. I brought some artwork to the session to kind of brainstorm with them what we needed to add, maybe what wasn't suitable, things like that. I kind of see it as a first round of revisions, I guess, more to kind of hone it in the right direction, you know. There is only so much room and you need to tell a whole story, how they saved the baths and where they wanted it to go, the history of it, the Edwardian features, the architecture. There's a lot to put in, not make it feel too stale or too, flat. I wanted to kind of make it fun for someone to look at as well. That's the hardest part.
Following Luke's discovery session, the Diving In team invited Moseley Road Baths and Balsall Heath Library neighbours and residents to share their vision for the artwork. One of the neighbours, Joseph Chamberlain College, had the opportunity to have students take part in a street art-inspired workshop.
Yeah, so the idea was that any kid of any skill level can come and join. So we cut stencils out with scalpels, and then they could layer them and use techniques like sellotaping and not specifically painter's techniques, just techniques that anyone can use to make stencils and layered stencil artwork. And then at the end of the workshop, we made a canvas. It was good to see them all just kind of enthusiastic about creating a piece of art for themselves and like actually being creative and experimenting, you know. It's just to get their kind of experimental brains going.
Luke had 3 weeks in October to produce the 15-metre mural across a total of 40 panels. Luke worked out of a shipping container at the site construction compound. Due to space restrictions, each panel had to be painted individually and stored inside the building to dry. As the work progressed, a few lucky passerbys were able to get a sneak preview of the artwork coming to life. After the panels were painted and dried, Luke and the team were ready to add the final touches before installation. The panels needed to be set up in order, varnished, and final stickers and logos added. Finally, installation day arrived. Galliford Try, our construction team, supported in securing each of the panels to the hoarding. The funders, project team members, and neighbours were invited to see the new artwork being installed. The installation was overseen by Luke and the Diving In team to ensure all the panels lined up and finishing details were applied.
Yeah, I can see like the kids smiling at it and, you know, walking past with their mums and stuff. I think it's like, it's added something to the area and like, it's good to add a bit of colour, you know.
My name is Sonal Gajbe and I'm an artist from Birmingham and I live in Edgbaston. Luke has just posted an ad for an assistant artist for the mural art, and I have responded it and I have worked with him for the murals. I always wanted to work in big scale murals. And when I saw the ad, I thought that, it's a very good experience. I should really grab it. When I responded to the ad, he was okay with me to come and work with him. So yeah, I was really excited for that. In the murals, there are different eras which is pictured here. In each era, the Moseley Bath has made a very much difference to the community. So and in the future, it will do so. So to the community, to help community, it was really a good thing to do.
Right from like the initial meetings that we had, just the beginning of it, just sitting down, showing us the first few pieces, the first few designs, we kind of have made, or they've made it essentially become very inclusive. You can see sort of the diversity within the painting, the different age ranges and groups, but you can see that people are just taking it in, and hopefully it stays that way.
If the building's going to be put under wraps essentially for a couple of years and you have a hoarding around the site, people want to, they're going to be curious. They want to know what's happening behind the hoarding. This idea of actually animating the hoarding, telling the story of what's going to happen behind it, who's involved, telling the story in a way which reflects on the local community is, I think, a great way of ensuring that actually this site is protected and understood and celebrated.
After months of hard work, the mural now stands tall, brightening up Balsall Heath, proudly showing where we've been and the future we're striving towards. But we're not done yet. The Diving In project is still ongoing. For more information, please visit our website and social media.